Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Here we are from the Village Sports Bar in Abercrave, where we've got tonight's tournament. We're going to be trying this evening. This is a sort of test for our streaming capabilities for the big event. Well, not that this isn't a big event. This is quite a large game. This is for our winner this evening is going to be taking place in the Welsh closed. And hopefully everybody can see what's going on and hear me. As I said, this is the first time we're going to be going live from the club, but we're just ironing out some bugs. Been waiting for the internet to be turned on for quite a time. This evening we've got J Jones versus D Davis on table 1. We've got A Austin versus N Jones on table 7. I'm going to do my best to try and keep up with things as we go along and try out the streaming. Things that might be moved around a little bit and might have little glitches here and there, but this is all about trying to work it out. And if anybody wants to pipe in with a chat, let me know how it looks on their end, and I'd be quite happy. Any bad noises, any bad interference, any bad pictures, anything you want to let me know, thank you very much, and we'll go from here. So at the moment we've got, we started about 10-20 minutes ago, but I couldn't get online quick enough. So we've got J Jones and D Davis, which are drawing at 1-1. And we've got Austin's and Jones, it's 1-0 so far to Austin. I might lose control of the scores because I'm trying to do 1,000,001 things here on my own, so hopefully I can keep up with it. But I am going to be testing the stream as we go along, so hope everybody enjoys it, and let me know in the messaging if you think it's working or not working. And say good luck to all the boys. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, sorry for being away from the microphone. I was trying to work on a few bits and bobs. As I said, this is the first stream I'm trying from the club and just working some stuff out in the background, trying to get the best things to work. Hopefully, if there's anybody watching live, they can tell me if it looks or sounds okay from where they are. At the moment, Jay Jones is 4-2 up against D Davis. I'm sorry I don't recognise anybody's name, so I'm just going to hold it out as they are on the screen. And on our other table, we've got A. Austins and N. Jones, and they are 2-all. And it's first to 7. This being basically a semi-final. One winner going through to a position in the Welsh closed. So that was a nice black there, very nice black. I'll put him into a 5-2 lead. While they're setting up on table 7, we'll go back to table 1 with A. Austins and N. Jones. It's quite a tight game, 2-all each. 2-all each. Got our colours the wrong way around here, I think. I'm going to leave this table on while I'm talking to you, and hopefully the mic levels are going to be fine. And we can take a look at what's happening and hopefully do a bit of commentary. There's an opportunity here for Austin to take these out. You can run the plant across the bottom and well, maybe a good thing or a bad thing with the red not dropping. Left himself a difficult shot afterwards. Jones is looking to take the yellows out. Quite a comfortable run out. Opted to play the yellow off the red. Left himself a little bit of work here to do to clear the table. Possibly a long pot to the top right hand corner. While I'm talking to yourselves, I'm just playing with the microphone levels, hopefully not to pick up on the background music in order for the copyright for our YouTube streaming, which will allow us to continue without any infringement issues. Hopefully it's working. So far Austin's taken these last few reds quite well. If he can get down low enough to give himself a shot on the black. That's a very nice black. That'll put Austin's into a 3-2 lead. We'll take a quick back look at table 1, see what's going on over there. Not quite sure who won that game, but Jones was a 5-2 lead. I'll have to try and find out later on. Unfortunately, from where I am at the moment, there aren't any flip charts, so I can't keep a track on the score. I was hoping we could put the two tables up then, but unfortunately the one camera is on the wrong table, which has not been played in this tournament, so we just have to flick back and forth between the two tables. Work in. Jay Jones is really making light work of these yellows. Played some wonderful positional shots to get himself to this position. Found his path out quite well. Oh, really could have done with a run forward a little bit more. Left himself a more difficult pot to the top left-hand corner, but the way he's been potting up to this point, I can see him making this quite comfortably. Oh, and he screwed the white back into the middle. I really thought he might have made that one. Take a look at it again. Gives an opponent, D. Davis, a good opportunity to strike back, make it 5-3. Needs to work his way through these reds quite comfortably. Yeah, that's a nice black. Looks like Jay Jones is going to work his way through to the last two to play against the winner of the game on the other table for the final position. And we'll just see how that game's looking on the other table. So at the moment, Austin is 3-2 up on Jones, playing on yellows. He's got a few options, whether he decides to just drop the yellow in and play a very delicate shot into the black into the middle, or he could use the yellow to come behind the black and bring it out into the open. I think that's what he's weighing up at the moment. Different people play this the shot in different ways. opted to take the more difficult black into the centre. That was very unlucky. Always the more difficult option, but again, bringing the black out could have created further problems. And just had confirmation that Jay Jones actually, that frame we just watched, was a win, so that's 7-2 to Jay Jones over D Davis, so he's going to be playing the winner of this game for a position in the Welsh closed. But we'll keep ourselves on the one table at the moment. I think Jones has really got to take this opportunity and try and clear these with the black where it is. It's going to be very difficult to leave his opponent without a chance. And he's looking like he's got a very good chance of taking these away. He's just finding the right route, in the right direction. Oh, try to force a bit aside to get the white ball out, but I think fortunately came away with a snooker. Oh, that's a clever hit. Very unlucky. Jones really got to try and work his way out of this one. Has he covered the black? Looks very much like he has. May not be a total. And maybe an edge just glancing out. That edge can make so much of a difference in a shot like this. It's either a lovely total where you can drop in behind the black and leave yourself quite comfortable and your opponent difficult, or hitting the cushion afterwards. The pace needs to be judged quite well and always pushing it back towards the pocket. Looks like he's coming off the back cushion. Again, trusting to luck to where the white and the black might go. Needs to hit the cushion after contact. I don't think it's a total. Oh, he actually could pot it. That was an absolutely excellent pot. I think he put a trace aside on that just to get a little bit of swerve enough to get the pot and handle. Very well done. So Austin moves into a 4-2 lead, first to 7. I think Jones had his opportunities in that frame and unfortunately didn't really run his way. If anybody is watching on YouTube, I can see we've got quite a few people watching live. If you'd like to drop a comment so I can just check out our chat stream, or let me know if everything's working correctly or not working correctly. It's as I said, tonight it's all about making sure things are working correctly, ready for next weekend. There's some big events coming into the Village Sports Bar where Paul Bushnell is making all the efforts to bring the biggest names into the club. Oh, that's nothing more than just the unfortunate bounce of the Supreme Bowls tables. That's a clever shot, bringing the yellow off the cushion, going into open play, giving himself a far better opportunity of clearing the table. And just to let everybody know, this is my first attempt on even being commentating live on an event. I've always been a great sofa viewer, screaming at the telly, so this is my opportunity to maybe say what I see for a larger audience. I hope everybody can see that. Okay, wonderful shot. Looks like Austin's going to go into a 5-2 lead here with the race to 7. Yeah, that's a very good shot. I'm just going to leave everybody for a moment. I'm just going to go to the gents room, turn the microphone off and come back and hopefully go from there. Okay, ladies and gents, thanks for bearing with me while I was away and playing with a few things and altering a few things. We'll come back to me talking, commentating. Austin just potted the black there to go 6-3 up against N Jones for the final game against J Jones for a place in the Welsh closed.
Damn, son, you just hit with the wow effect.
Quite a good break. It split really well, made the yellow into the centre pocket. Opted to take yellows. Again, the unforgiving pockets of the Supreme Winner tables. Oh, that could be a foul. I think that's called a foul. He called a foul on himself. Well done, Austin. Good sportsmanship. So, N Jones got an opportunity here, playing with yellows. Got at least 2 balls he needs to think about. The yellow next to the cushion. And the yellow next to the red at the bottom, I think, is only available at least quite openly into the one pocket in the bottom right hand corner. I think what he tried to do there was open the yellow out and leave himself that shot on the yellow to the bottom right hand corner as we look at it. Just a little bit too much pace. Left himself in a very awkward position. A fair bit of work here for Austin if he wants to take the reds out in one visit. And not exactly laid out perfectly. I think he's going to have to work the white ball significantly. And again, if I can ask if anybody is watching on YouTube and they got the opportunity to enter some text in the chat box, and can you please let us know if the stream is looking fine as it comes down the YouTube channel. All the indications on my end says that everything is working fine. Tonight is all about making sure things are working. Well, I'm making the assumption he had a touching ball there on the red. Great attempt at landing back behind the red to relieve the snooker. Unfortunately, just an inch or two short. Well, thank you, Black Belt Jones. Appreciate your comments. Hopefully the sound is good as well. I'm not the greatest commentator. This is my first attempt at commentating, so it's a new experience for me. But as I said, tonight is all about getting everything ready and everything perfect for the many big events coming up in the club. Yeah, I think for both players, for Austin and for Jones, this is quite an ugly looking table. I think it's the first to make the mistake. Is going to be a loser at least at this frame. I think single pots are not going to get anybody to win. Again, thank you Black Ball Jones. Appreciate the input. At the moment we're just playing on the one table. I got the camera view on the one table. The intention is to have at least 4 tables running on any sort of major events where we can keep an eye on everything. And the commentators, hopefully we'll have 2 commentators on the main events. And their voices will be as clear as mine. Oh, thank you, Calvin. Is it Calvin? Kelvin? Calvan? Appreciate it. Oh, that's very hard lines. We'll just take a replay on that, I think. What he was trying to do was screw in and come back and separate the red. Very difficult, very hard lines. To get the kiss on the yellow and going off without making the cannon on the red, it was a great attempt. I think Jones needs to use his first visit here quite wisely. The 3 yellows being close together. There's many ways to skin the cat, but if you can create or open at least 2 of them after 1 visit, that was a good attempt. Unlucky the yellow moved to the right hand cushion, but still got options, still got opportunities. That's a lovely shot. And with a bit of luck, he's straight enough to just come back off this for the yellow into the middle. Hopefully he's not just off and he'll cannon into the black. That's a very nice shot. Needs to make the white travel a little bit up and down. Missed out on the check side, but lovely between the 2 reds to give himself at least an opportunity. Close to the in-off, but just be careful on the pace. I think he was more worried at the in-off there. That was a creation of the missed pot. With a 6-3 lead, I think Austin decided to take the ball by the horns, try and make the clearance. But those single frames can catch and bite you on the bum quite comfortably. Oh dear, where's the white? Where's the white? Where's the white? Oh my god. That's given him the game at 7-3. Oh dear, dear, dear. Well, unlucky, unlucky. Very non-deserved. Sometimes just potting it is enough to do. Unlucky to end Jones. So anyway, we think we got A. Austins and J. Jones going to be playing 1st to 7 in the final, and the winner will take the place in the Welsh Open. I'm going to turn the mic off and let the boys get ready. We'll come back shortly. Going to return in 5 minutes, gents, ladies and gentlemen, I should say. I think Jay Jones is just having a knockabout at the moment. It's not the actual game, so we'll return shortly with the lag and continue with the final, first to 7 for a place in the Welsh Closed. Well, I've just come back and the boys have obviously started their first frame. Just getting the right colour correction there, yellows and reds. Looks like Austin is on the red. I don't believe they've won a frame while I was away, so hopefully this is the first frame. Opted for the safe shot there rather than going for the clearance. Giving himself maybe a second chance to bring that red out behind the two yellows. You may be able to hear the clink of my drink as I'm commentating, as well as trying to sort this out for the club, village sports bar. I'm also enjoying a drink at the same time, which, oh, that's a very clever shot, very clever shot. If anybody's listening or watching back, then the village sports bar is in Abercrave in South Wales. There's 8 tables in the main arena with 100-inch TV and many 70-inch TVs and above. All the live sport and music. Great atmosphere. Pop down anytime. Tables are always available. And also at the same time, there's going to be many events being run from here. We've in the past 2 weeks had the inaugural Welsh Masters 2 weeks ago, and last week we had the big Welsh 128. So it's 128 of some of the best players in Wales. And just before, while I'm talking, looks like that's a very good clearance there from Austin. Took that really well. Give him a round of applause. So it's 1-0 to Austin, as I believe. Take the colours away. And again, just to reiterate, the winner of this is playing for a position in a Welsh closed. And next Friday is the very first, or the start of the new Welsh Premiership League, with some of the best players in Wales, some big names, starting next Friday, and that definitely will be streamed live on the Village Sports Streams YouTube page. So if ever you need to find it, just all one word, no spaces, Village Sports Streams. Or if you like and subscribe, if you've got an opportunity to like and subscribe, you'll get notifications as and when we go in live. Jones with a great opportunity here to try and draw the level, or draw the game back to level 1-1. Small amount of work for these bottom 3, but I'm sure he can find a position or find an angle to work them out. Maybe just overrun that slightly. Got the pot available to the top right, but I think the white is just going to travel too far to the left, possibly cannon behind them 3 yellows. It's an opportunity to check sided off the top cushion, give himself a shot. Looks like he's playing with pace. Yeah, that was always the possibility of that happening. Thank you, Alex. I've got a few sound bites on my little screen here to use as and when the appropriate time is. Perhaps I'll try a few out during this match just to see how they sound and how they come across. Oh, that was a great double. That was a great double. Not the easiest pot, but I think positionally, if he can just drop it in, he should have the black to the left hand middle, just a pot in pace. Very, very well taken. Oh dear. Well, we'll use that soundbite there that Blackwell Jones liked. The uh-oh. Oh, I think he tried to force that. Oh, he's giving the game away. So we bring it back to 1-1. Uh-oh, indeed. You might like this soundbite on the break that I'm going to use next, Blackwell Jones. I personally like this one that's going to be coming. I only use it on special occasions, but if the break is fantastic, this is what I would use.
Damn, son, you just hit with the wow
And that was
effect.
a very good break, apart from the white going off, but we can take a look at the break. Oh, I just caught the replay a little bit too late. It's all about using this first visit in the right manner. And I think he's just about got away with that. He's going to have to find a pretty good angle to put that yellow in the corner that he just played. But I don't think it'll be difficult. Yeah, I think he played the right shot there, the right time to find the angle for this yellow that he played on his first initial free visit. And he's just walking around the table. I think he's already got his route in his head. He knows exactly where he's going. He needs to travel up off this. Oh dear. Oh dear. He's thinking using a knuckle. If he's going brave, I'd go up and down and play the yellow into the middle from the top cushion, but I think he's thinking about the knuckle. He's looking at the knuckle thinking he can come off the knuckle and pot the yellow in the top right hand corner. That's extremely brave. If you're going to be brave, I would say. Oh, that was a beautiful shot. An absolutely beautiful shot. Let's take a look at that again. That was really nice. He wasn't actually looking at the knuckle, he was looking to see coming off the knuckle after pot, so it was my bad call. Very nice shot. I think to get to the black, he deserves everything he's got from here. He's played 2 or 3 fantastic shots. Unfortunate with his position on a few, but potted his way out of trouble. And yeah, well done. So excuse me, ladies and gentlemen, I'm just going to find myself in the little man's room again. So we got Austin at 2-1 up. And I'll catch you all shortly. Okay, well, just like to welcome myself back. While I was away, I don't think much happened in regards to score-wise. Austin is 2-1 up against Jones, first to 7. And Jones at the table at the moment playing on reds. I think this is the make and break shot of the frame. Opted for the snooker. Sometimes the best option, down to the player and how comfortable they feel about their route out of the frame. I think he'd have been happy if he'd put the red closer to the pocket on playing that shot. Yeah, that's made life a little bit more difficult for Jones. Pushing that yellow towards the red, so sort of really reducing his options where that red can go. And again, while I'm talking to you, I'm watching the game, I'm watching all my screens, I'm also adjusting some settings and a few other things, so apologies if it spoils anybody viewing of the game. But tonight is all about, as well as the tournament and the players playing, it's our inaugural live session, so it's about getting things right and making sure things work correctly on the nights they should be working. So far I don't think I've come across many hiccups, but who's to say? I'm only sat here live, watching it live. I'm not watching it on the screen, on the telly, or on your phone or your tablet, like everybody else is. The circle you've just seen popping in and out of the screen was one of the things that hopefully we will be able to use in our live broadcasting, and when people are commentating we can kind of give our opinions of what should and shouldn't be and what can and can't be, and etc. So just an example, we've given ourselves a marker guide, something like that, which we can move around the table from where we stand and sort of expand it and give areas of where the balls should and shouldn't be, or hopefully should or shouldn't be. That's something I'm going to be playing with in the next couple of shots or frames and seeing how that works. And again, it's about looking professional, as the club is, and the players that arrive and play in these tournaments. So we got Jay Jones giving himself a little bit of work to do to clear, but I think might be worth just dropping this over the pocket. Oh, he went for the big screw, and that was very, very, very hard lines. don't know if we can get that back on the replay, but yeah, he got the kiss on the red, but just found himself bouncing the red back away and finding behind himself in the black. I don't think he's snookered. He might have an edge. I don't think it's enough an edge to put in the middle, and I don't think there's a gap to put in the top corner either. Yeah, it's unfortunate after such a great job using the Q power to screw back to get back. That was very, very unfortunate. This should just be a formality of 3 drops. Nothing to do with the white at all. Opted to use the cushion. Just as easy could have dropped it in. Some players feel more comfortable with a bit of pace and using the side and screw and check side. Brilliant clearance and well done. And I think I've just been told that they've taken a cigarette break, so if nobody minds, I'll do the same and catch you back in a few minutes. So Austin is 3-1 up against Jay Jones, race to 7 for a position in the Welsh quarters. Hope everybody's enjoying the stream as much as I'm trying to enjoy doing it. Take care and I'll speak to you all soon. Okay, I think me and the players finished our cigarette break. They finished before me. Appreciate your comments, Gareth Thomas. Well done. Thank you. And if anybody else wants to leave a comment, they're more than welcome. So here we are with the fifth frame. Austin leading 3-1. And I believe Austin's on red, so if I just make that as it is. Again, if anybody's listening, it's not about the likes, more of a subscribe. If you want to subscribe to the YouTube channel, you'll get notifications of when the club is running tournaments, live streaming, and hopefully this is the kind of quality that you'll experience. Oh, that's a clever shot. I know for the last 2 weeks there's been some very, very big tournaments. We had the inaugural Welsh Masters 2 weeks ago. And I think we had 50, 60 players in the Masters criteria, i.e. over 50, which just shows how strong the game is across all ages. And then last week we had the big 128, which was a huge tournament, 128 players from all over Wales. Unfortunately, due to being a new club and the internet wasn't available as much as he screamed and shouted and stamped his feet, this is the first occasion we've been able to test the streaming equipment. In a moment or two I'll give you all a sort of taste of what it looks like in the club and with the equipment. Oh, I'll bounce over. But yeah, if you want to subscribe to the channel, it's Village Sports Streams, no spaces, all one word. Search for it on YouTube, subscribe, and you'll get your notifications as and when they go in live. And hopefully you'll be able to see a lot of great ball being played here at the club in Abercrave, Village Sports. I think Jay Jones really needs to pull this one back to give himself a bit of confidence. He hasn't been playing bad. I think Austin has just played some really nice shots. Hopefully drop in between the two yellows and give himself a shot on the yellow in the opposite corner. Oh, he had enough to get screwed through him. I thought he would have played off through the gap. Again, difficult watching on the screen. I can see the table in front of me, but eyes everywhere is almost impossible. I think he's looking to play this off the cushion, off the black into the corner. If he hadn't kicked that last red, that wouldn't have been too bad an outcome, but the fact he kicked the red towards the centre is giving Austin a really good chance. I don't know if the red will pass between the yellow and the black, or if he just screw behind it and put it in the same pocket. I think that's his options. He's looking at you, wondering if it'll go between. Does he top it through, or does he just screw it back slightly and put the last red in the same pocket? Yeah, he went for the punching it through. Oh, giving Jones a great opportunity here. Obviously, needs to make the pot. The white needs to travel up and down, maybe off two cushions, top and bottom. Okay, left himself a long shot on the black, but still available. And a great clearance. And there we go. So we bring it back to 3-2. I think that was a frame that Jones needed for his own confidence more than anything else. Like these two players, what I can see, I don't know either of them personally, but I can see what I can see is sort of equal ability, and it's 3-2, looking like to be a good race. And I've just been sponsors. I bet ya. Oh, 1 second. Turn that off. Sorry, I was called away there from the microphone to speak to a few people. Where were we? At 3-2, yeah, there's a frame that Jones required. I think it's given him a little bit of a boost of confidence. And by the way, if anybody is interested, you can see in our top left and top right hand corner of our screen this evening in the Arrow MOT Centre. Absolutely fantastic place to get your car MOT'd, fixed, repaired, service, and a very proud sponsor and a very happy sponsor of this league and for many leagues and many tournaments to come. So if anybody's looking to get their car repaired, fixed, MOT'd, serviced, the numbers there in the top left hand screen, please use them. Their input is appreciated by the clubs and the venues. And obviously Jason Owen queues, those are in the pool fraternity know about Jason Owen, one of the premium, or if not the premium queue maker in the country. Again, proud sponsor and happily appreciated sponsor of the league and for many tournaments that's going to be streamed here from the club. So big thank you to both the Arrow MOT Centre and for Jason Owen Queues for their sponsorship and their efforts in making these kind of things happen. Greatly appreciated. Oh, it's a fantastic pot. A bit of fortune to come off the knuckle, but the pot was fantastic. I don't know if he has a clear sight to the pocket for the bottom right. Yeah, I think he tried to pinch. I don't think he had a clear pot, but he tried to pinch a little bit of the pocket and not a million miles away. This is giving Austin something to think about. What I've seen of this player is very attacking. It doesn't really leave a lot to the imagination. It's balls to the wall kind of pool, and sometimes the best way to play. He's fully aware the yellow's over the pocket. And the confidence of his own potting ability is just shining. You can see that he's got no intentions of taking snookers, playing a safety. He is going to have a problem with one ball, I think, which everybody can see. It's this ball here. Unless he uses his opportunity to get a snooker here. Yeah. Great attempt. He didn't manage to get onto that yellow, that red. But kind of aggressive pool. Sometimes it wins you tournaments, matches. On this occasion, slightly unfortunate. I think he was looking for at least another 12 inches travel on that white. Oh, what a great cut. An absolute fantastic cut. Oh, Jones has pulled it back to 3-all. I think that frame before this one gave him the confidence to go for that black. But you've got to tip your hat to Austin. Really only in his mind one way to play the game: aggressive. You can't win if you don't pot the balls, and yeah. Two very equal players, 3-all, race to 7. Game on.
Damn, son, you just hit with the wow effect.
Austin opted to take yellows after a fantastic break. And apart from the one yellow, which is against the top or the middle right hand cushion, that one there, which I'm quite confident has got a large and big pocket to go to the top right hand corner, it's just finding the route and hopefully again aggressive play. Still has options. I think that was a missed opportunity there for Austin. Well, I'm sorry, Blackbone Jones, but I'm kind of running out of sound effects. I've only got 5 or 6 programmed into my streaming kit. 2 or 3 I wouldn't like to use with people I don't know. As these gentlemen are 2 I don't know. It can be misconstrued as being sarcastic. But appreciate your ha-has and your thank yous. I'd like to think that Jones there was trying to either screw back directly from that pot or at least go behind the red that he kissed towards the top cushion. Just created 2 more problem balls for himself. Well, I'm a great fan of the way Austin plays in regards to aggression, and you need to pot the balls to win, but I think the aggression sort of let him down a little bit in the last frame and a half. Just if he took it down a notch, I think he's got every opportunity of winning this match. Hopefully I'm wrong, but that's a personal opinion of myself. But I think he's a fantastic pool player, great potter. I'm glad to see he's kind of taking his time on this one, rather than gung-ho and all aggression. I think he realises the importance at 3-all. And again, difficult for me to see from here, but possibly the black will go into the left-hand middle. Or is he looking at the double? He's looking just to drop the yellow in. Just run through the white slightly and give himself a double on the black. The way he's queuing up, it's pretty obvious that it doesn't go into the middle. Otherwise he'd be certainly going down on the shot right now. So if you can just roll the white through 4 or 5 inches. Would have been happier with an inch or 2 further, but I think he's still got a good opportunity for making the double. Yeah, unfortunately I think that extra inch or 2 rolling forward with the white would have given a more natural shot of the double. Yeah, I think he had to create an angle there. And unfortunately the black's gone significantly safe at the top right hand, at the top cushion. Kind of shot to nothing, leaving one red in the centre of the table, sending the other to the top corner, knowing the black is pretty much 95% safe. But then again, I've been watching Austin playing for the last maybe hour, and he certainly likes to attempt. He'd certainly be looking for a pot, I think. Yeah. Nice attempt. Hard lines. I think Jones has got to commit himself to clearing this table from here. I think Austin is one of those players that can pot a ball off the lampshades if required. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. There we go, there's a sound effect for Blackball Jones. Yeah, Tom, hard lines. As they say where I come from, you've never heard it before. Thanks for the comment anyway. looking, I forgot to put the score on there, so to be honest with you, I really forgot who won. I'm just going to double check with the players who won that. I was too busy looking away and reading the chat box. But bear with me, gentlemen and ladies, and anything in between, obviously. Well, I'm back again. I seem to miss the important parts of the games, the breaks. Seems like Blackball Jones said, damn, what a break. He was waiting for my soundbite. By the way, Tom Davis is a pool colleague of mine, and he's taken a mick out of my terminology of hard lines, which means bad luck, unlucky. I think anybody from my neck of woods, the valleys, will understand that term, and anybody that doesn't outside of my small neck of the woods. Hard lines means unlucky. Well, Blackball Jones, I'll do my best to put it on next time, if I catch a break. Well, I've got the score at 4-3, and I've just come back to the stream in there because I've been doing a few things, so if I've missed a frame, then excuse me, I'll find out off the players in a moment. But I hope everybody's enjoying the stream, the commentary, the pool. Again, like I've been explaining all night, this is sort of a test evening for bigger things to come. And that's taking nothing away from the players that are here. When I say bigger things to come, I mean bigger tournaments, more entrants. So, colleague, yeah, you're a colleague, Tom. A pool colleague. I can't say a friend because you're 30 years younger than me. Just remember, everybody, Village Sports Streams is the YouTube channel, no spaces. If you need to find it, just do a search on YouTube, Village Sports Streams. And even quicker and better, if you just subscribe to the channel, you'll get a notification of when everything's going live. And just a reminder that next week is the start of an absolutely fantastic venture. It's the first, it's the very first Premiership, Welsh Premiership. Some fantastic names in the pot. Can't really say too many names right now, but I think most people, when they see the draw and see who's going to be coming to play in this prestigious event that's going to be streamed here live at the Village Sports Bar in Abercrave, I think tuning in is going to be better than EastEnders match of the day or anything else that you want to do on a Friday night. So play close attention, and you'll only get the notifications if you do subscribe to the channel, so please do so. And again, a big thank you to our sponsors, which are here this evening, mentioned on our stream: the Arrow MOT Centre and Just Know and Q's. They are going to be big sponsors of the forthcoming events, and their appreciation is greatly appreciated. Their participation is greatly appreciated by the club and I think everybody else, and their input. And a big thank you to them. As I'm talking, as I said, Austin is pretty much a ballsy icon pot and great player, and I think he's just showing that there. While I was talking, he seems to know what he's going to be doing before anybody else does, so I think it's a great spectacle. So I'm going to put a 5-3 to Austin, and I'm going to double check with the players and then come back to you in a second.
Damn, son, you just hit with the wow effect.
So there we go, that was a wow break for Blackball Jones. And just check with the players, and yes, it is 5-3 to Austin. And again, I apologise for calling the players by their surnames because I don't know either of them. I've just got A. Austin and J. Jones, so... I do have an idea, Blackball Jones, who the wild card is, but unfortunately, excuse me, unfortunately, I'm sworn to secrecy. I think there's a handful of people out there that know who the wild card is, and I think it's quite an exciting wild card as well. But it's not for me to mention. Tell me what, dude, you know. It's because I was using parts of my software that I created using our live streaming break, and that's why. It's not going to stay there. It's just ironing the bugs out, and we'll go from there. So yeah, the wild card, Blackball Jones is, I know, a wild card, and I think a few people know the wild card, and it's quite exciting. Again, more information to follow if you follow the Facebook page, Village Sports Bar, and if you follow the YouTube channel, Village Sports Bar Streams. So back to the game. I'll hide the colours because that was back from the last game. I don't know who's who at the moment, so I can see Austin is playing on a red here, so he should be there. Again, an aggressive shot. I do appreciate aggressive pull and somebody who backs their ability, but it can backfire so many times. And again, Jones, I've been watching this game and watched both of them in the previous rounds. Consistency has a lot of advantages too. Danny DeVito. No, he wasn't available. Arnold Schwarzenegger said he might turn up. So that was an intelligent shot. That's to me the difference between the two types of player we have here this evening. And I genuinely believe they've both got their places in the game. The excitement of somebody like Austin who's quite comfortable in taking on pots and seeing pots and seeing shots that other people don't see, and then Jones was more methodical in his method and the way he works around the table. It's a contrast in styles, and it is making to me what I think is quite an interesting game. And I will repeat myself, I know neither of these players, and this is my first time at commentating. I'm just commentating on what I see on a screen in front of me and a glance at the players as I look down. So if I've said anything untoward to any player, then my apologies. It's just what I'm seeing, and what I believe to be the right wrong, or possibly a shot that could be taken. If I'm reading Austin's game correctly, I think he'll go for the double into the middle. You can see it lifting his leg. And a fantastic shot. I'm not sure if he's got a straight shot on the red. Again, if I was thinking, he may have I think the way he put his finger on the table, he's looking to pot it straight and screw across and make the skill shot on the yellow. Nah. Unfortunately. Now, I was looking at that shot, and I'm a ballsy player, and I like to play those the way that Austin does. I would have come off the cushion. Oh, as I believe, I think Jones is a more methodical player, more thought process. I think he'll take his time through these. Thank you, Blackpool Jones. I now know it's John Jones and Alex Arthur, so Alex Arthur, Alex Austin. I'm assuming you know these two gentlemen. And well done. I think, as I mentioned a few times during this commentary, I think both of these styles are totally opposite, but they are making a quite interesting spectacle of the game. Well, Blackpool Jones, if they know who you are, I'll tell them that you're talking. If you've got a preference on who you'd like to win, I'll keep it to myself. It's first to 7, Tom. And the winner gets the spot in the Welsh closed. I'm going to watch this break, replay this break, turn the mic off and go for a cigarette. Unfortunately, it's one of my vices. I don't think I could commentate for hours and hours and hours without a cigarette. And a visit to the lab. But hopefully the stream is working. I see on my end the statistics are all good. The stream, the levels, the microphone, the colours. There we go. It's one for black ball.
Damn, son, you just...
Yeah, I agree with you, Blackwell Jones, and I'm going to call you Blackwell Jones. That's what you're coming up with. I think they're evenly matched in regards to ability and the chances of winning, but I think they are chalk and cheese in regards to the way they play, which, as I said earlier, I think it makes an interesting game, a very, very interesting game. I personally enjoy the way Austin plays. It's my kind of pool. If it's a shot on, you've got to go for it. But I also got appreciation for the way that you did say their names, Jones. I'm just going to keep calling him Jones. I got appreciation for the way he plays because it's methodical and precise. And as they say, never the twain shall meet, but they've met this evening, so it's a good game. And I didn't get a chance to even put a colour up, so I think that's a break dish. I don't think there was a shot in between. I was too busy rolling a fag and looking at everybody else. That's a hell of a clearance. So I think that puts Austin on the hill. First to 7. So I'm going to turn the mic off and say good luck there, gentlemen. And if it's over by the time I come back, we'll have a conversation and just repeat what we've been saying for a while. Well, I'm back. Blackpool Jones, Mark Tandy. Yeah, it's a name I recognise. I'm not sure what I missed while I was gone. I think I seen the white going down as I walked past. So that's obviously a free visit. I can see him looking at the yellow, so I'm assuming that Austin is on yellows, so I'm gonna do that. Oh, I was wrong. Oh, thank you for that, Tom. Well, I think I'm wrong on many occasions, Tandy, to be honest with you. I think this is, well, it's pretty obvious this is one that Jones really does need to take. Unfortunately, well, fortunately or unfortunately, I think he's going to have to use a visit in order to make it. Is he going to play the black onto the yellow towards the corner? The only problem I can see with that, if he's looking to play the black on the yellow, to push the yellow towards the corner, is a chance of leaving the black against the cushion. I'm kind of looking at him live as I'm looking down from the streaming deck and also looking at the screen. I get a feeling that's what he's looking to do, to put the black onto the yellow, but again, anything I say or think doesn't mean I'm any better than these gentlemen playing. It's just an opinion. So he's going to play the yellow onto the yellow. That's a very clever shot. Very clever shot. I prefer that to what I thought he was thinking as his first option. Hopefully you get a clear pass and just enough place to put the black in the right hand middle. Very nice shot. Yeah, it was well taken. We just catch a black going in, but I think he chose the right option in the end, putting the yellow against the yellow. Makes it far more interesting. 6-5, again, stated in the obvious. I think Jones really needed to win that one. I hope you mean the pool, Gareth Thomas. If you mean the streaming and everything else, then I appreciate it, but so while we're approaching the end and possibly getting to the end, if this is going to be the last frame, just remember anybody that's watching or is going to watch back, if you're watching live now or if you're watching back at a later date, it's not so much about the likes, but if you want to subscribe, you'll get your notifications of the many events that's going to be coming from the Village Sports Bar. And again, a big shout out and a big thank you to the Arrow MOT Centre and to Jason Owen Hughes. And we are coming live from the Village Sports Bar in Abercrave. Again, the Facebook page available for all, Arrow MOT Centre, Jason Owen Hughes and the Village Sports Bar. I hope everybody's enjoying it, and we welcome you back for next time. And obviously the Village Sports Bar is open 7 days a week with 8 or more professional Supreme winner tables with multiple sports TV going on, food, drinks, welcome atmosphere. Come on down. If there's not a match going on, if there's not a tournament going on, even if it is, you're still all welcome to come and enjoy the atmosphere. The Village Sports Bar in Abercrave. Yeah, I missed the wow button break on our one, Tom. Well, there we go, and that's congratulations to A. Austin on winning 7-5. I thought it was a fantastic game. Austin will now move on to his position in the Welsh Closed. Thank you everybody who joined us. It's been a great night. I hope everything worked well on your side. For me it was an experience, and just to give you a sort of heads up of exactly how things are, if you just bear with me one moment. This is the kind of venue that we're playing in. TVs, music, 8 professional tables, WPA, and if I can bring the camera around, this is the streaming setup that we're going to be using, that I've been using this evening, and hopefully everybody's enjoyed it. And good luck to the winner in the closed. And don't forget, Village Sports Streams is the YouTube channel, no spaces, and Village Sports Bar Facebook page. And a big thank you to Arrow MOT Centre and for Jason Owen Q's for sponsoring what is this and many more events to come. And hope everybody enjoys themselves and have a good evening.